Hello, 6th graders. Welcome to your video for homework help for September 20th. Today we are working on prime factorization. I want you to notice that I included the prime numbers to 30. Use this to help you. We are trying to change the number that's over here on the side into a string of prime numbers that multiply together to 60, right? I also want you to see in the directions, use either method to find the prime factorization. I don't care if you use the tree method or the ladder method. Next, use your notes. That's why we take notes in class. You can look at the pages that we did in class as well, right? And finally, there's the video. All right, so you're in the video, so here we go. I am going to solve the first problem both ways. I'm going to try it with the ladder method, and I'm going to try it with the tree method. So I'm going to first try the ladder method. Zoom in a little and make my L. And I know that the smallest prime number is 2, so I'm going to divide 60 by 2. And punching it into my calculator here, 60 divided by 2 is 30. So I'm going to write that down and then make another L. And 30 could be divided by 2 because that last digit is a 0. So I'm going to divide by 2. 30 divided by 2. Punch, punch, punch in my calculator. The answer is 15. Right. And 15 I don't think is in this prime number chart. Nope, it's not there. But I see that 15 ends in 5. So with our divisibility rules, that means we can divide 15 by 5. I'll put a 5 out in the middle. Right, get rid of that. 15 divided by 5, 5, 10, 15. I put it in my calculator just to be sure. That's 3. And then I'll make another L, and I notice that 3 is in my prime number chart. So when I get to that spot, then I can pull a 3 out in front. And 3 divided by 3 is 1. So now I'm done. I'll make that last L. Okay. So for the prime factorization, I'm going to look at these numbers out in front, and I'm going to look for the ones that repeat. So I see a 2 and another 2. So that means over here in this box, right, I'm going to write the 2's first because they're the smallest. I have 2 to the power of 2 because there are 2 2's times the next smallest prime number was 3. So I'll write that next, times 3. Times, and the last prime number hanging out here in the front was 5, times 5. All right, so there's the prime factorization of 60. I like the ladder method, right? It can consistently get me to the right answer. Now, I'm going to erase my work. So if you need to copy it onto yours, you can. But I'm going to erase my work, and now I'm going to do the same problem, still with 60. But this time, I'm going to use the tree method. So I'm going to make a couple of branches here. I see that 60 ends in 0. And I know from my divisibility rules that that means it's 10. 10 times 6 will get me to 60. Now I'm going to try to break this 10 into some prime numbers. So I see that 2 is a prime number. So I'm going to break 10 into 2 times 5. And they are both prime numbers. So I'll circle them, 2 times 5. Then I'm going to make some branches coming off the 6. And again, I see 2 is the smallest prime number. So I'm going to use 2. That's 2 times 3. And look at that. 3 is also a prime number. So I'm done, except I'm going to circle those. So now I can look and see that there are 2 2's. So that is 2 to the power of 2 times. Then there's a 3. I think there's only 1. Yep, times 3. And there's one more left. Times, grab a green here, times 5. This is the prime factorization based on the tree model. And I want you to notice that they are exactly the same. So it doesn't matter to me which method you use. If you like the ladder method, do the ladder method. If you like the tree method, do the tree method. All right, don't forget to try the second problem. It's a bigger number. Use a calculator. See you in class.